What is up, you guys? Welcome back to another video, but more importantly, welcome back to another event week in GTA Online. This one's a pretty big one, mostly because we have a new car right here behind me. I have the Vapid Uranus Lost Speed. I have a full customization out on this one. If you check out the customization, I'll have that linked down below. But look at this thing. I mean, it looks awesome. I mean, oof. Good customization and everything. 1.1 mil, you can't go wrong with it. But this video isn't about this car. It's about event week. This event week's pretty good. But starting off with weekly challenge, you have to collect 3 of Gerald's caches and you'll receive a $100,000 bonus, which is pretty good. Additionally, we also have 3 times money and RP on Motor Wars. I recommend playing these. These are actually they're actually very fun, and for 3 times money, you'll actually be making pretty good money off of them. It's pretty rare that we have some 3 times stuff. We also have a couple of other 3 times stuff this week. On top of that Motor Wars, we have 3 times money NRP on a Trevor and Ron missions. So those will be paying triple, which pretty good way to make some money. Same with Motor Wars. Like I said, Motor Wars is definitely way more fun. But these are both going to be paying a decent amount of money this week. So if you got nothing to do, I definitely recommend trying one of these. Definitely Motor Wars, though. On top of those, we also have double money and double RP on Gerald's cache, which spawns in every single day. And obviously, when you collect 3 of those, you get that 100K bonus. So you'll be making double money on those. And when you do 3, you will get the $100,000 weekly bonus, which is pretty good this week. Starting off with discounts, pretty good discount this week. We have hangers; they are all 30% off. If you don't already own a hanger, I definitely recommend picking one up this week. Hangers are a great thing to own. You can obviously store your aircrafts, like you can store Pegasus and other ones. So if you want aircrafts and you don't have a hanger yet, now is your week to buy them. You also have discounts on all the upgrades. But really, the only thing that really matters is the living quarters, which is also on sale, and the workshop. The reason these 2 are the most important: workshop allows you to upgrade and customize those things like the Riot Shoe, the FH1 Hunter, the B11. You can also change the color on Pegasus vehicles. And living quarters will allow you to actually spawn there. Like I said, hangers are a very, very good buy this week. 30% off, and I do recommend buying a one in Fort Zancudo. The reason I say that is because it gives you access to the Fort Zancudo base. It gives you access to military base, so you can drive right in. You will get the cops if you take a jet. Just keep that in mind, and you can't keep the jet, but it allows you to fly over Fort Zancudo and drive into Fort Zancudo and not get the cops, which is a nice thing. The cheapest Fort Zancudo one is the 3497. That's the one I have. This one's the most expensive, 3499. This is probably the most convenient because you have an entrance right there. You can just drive in and go right there. But I mean, there's not really a big difference between this one and this one. My stick drift taking control. But if you were to buy one, I definitely recommend picking up this one. A big benefit though of hangars is if you die inside of, for say, the military base, you'll spawn the military base. Same with LSIA. Like if you die in here, most people will spawn out here. But if you own a hangar in LSIA, you'll spawn in the airport. But if you're going to buy a hangar this week, I would definitely say save up the extra money and buy a hangar 3497, the cheapest one in Fort Zancudo, because it'll be worth it. When it comes to air freight cargo, which is the business of the hangar, this is going to be more convenient because you're more in the map. So if you have sales over here or even in the city, it will be more convenient than having to fly all the way across the map. Now, obviously, if you don't have the extra money and you would prefer to be in LSIA because you're closer to the city, go ahead and do that. But most of the time, you're just going to be spawning your plane in through this, through the interaction menu. So go ahead, save the extra money, and buy a Fort Zancudo one. Moving into vehicle discounts. Here on Legendary, we have the Osiris. This is obviously an OG car. Most people know this. But 1.3 mil, I still feel is a little expensive. It's not the greatest performing car. I mean, the coolest thing, obviously, is the doors that go up. But this car is not the best performing. It's going to get beat by most cars nowadays that are some of them might be cheaper than this one. And it's got very bad customization. It's very limited. So if you care about customization for cars, I definitely wouldn't say buy this one. It doesn't have the best performance. It has decent. And now, moving on to Warstock, we actually have a couple on Warstock. We have, I think, 3. We have the JB700W. Now, obviously, this is the weaponized one. This is the one where you can put machine guns on it right here. It doesn't come with machine guns. You have to buy them, which I think is stupid. But for 1 mil, I really do not recommend buying this car at all. It is slow. I mean, if you're a big fan of James Bond, I'd say buy it because, it's a James Bond car. It does have missile lock on jammer, and it also has mines, not like proximity mines. It has, I think it's slick, so like the oil slick, so it'll deploy oil, and I think there's spikes that you can get. But it also has machine guns, but it's not really it's not worth 1.4, and it's not worth 1 mil. It's not really the best, especially since the fact that even if you get those spike mines, most people have bulletproof tires, so they won't even do anything. Missile lock on jammer is pretty cool, but I mean, it's not really that worth it. So I would stay away from this one this week. And then we have, I would say, probably one of the best ones, if you have the trade price. We have the Insurgent. This is one of the best. It's fast, heavily armored. You can shoot out of it, holds 6 people. But I would say, if you don't have the trade price for this thing, I would say it's not worth it. But I say if you have it for this price, the $472,000, I'd say buy this thing right away. It's awesome. It's super good. Obviously, it's not weaponized. My bad. It's very armored, and you really won't be disappointed with it. And for $472K, you can't go wrong with it. And I am mistaken. We have 4 on here. But before we get into the last one on here, I want to talk about the Cargo Bob. Do not buy the Cargo Bob. Rockstar is doing this to trick us, as in a couple of weeks, the DH7 Iron Mule, the newer Cargo Bob that literally outperforms the Cargo Bob in every single thing, will come out. So don't buy this. Stay away. Save your money. And wait till the new Iron Mule comes out. And then we have the Menacer. This is like a newer Insurgent, but worse. It is weaponized, so it houses front-mounted machine guns, which do nothing. It has a machine gun on the top, which is pointless unless you have a friend. And it's less armored than the Insurgent or the Night Shark. It's slower than the Insurgent and Night Shark. It has very low ground clearance, so off-road, you'll get stuck a lot. This car is not worth it at all. I mean, if you don't already own an Insurgent Pickup Custom or a Night Shark, I would say maybe it's worth it. But before you buy this one, I would definitely say go check out a review on it to see if you like it, see if it has some features you might like more. But definitely watch a review before you buy this one. Now on to Southern, we have the Hot Ring Hellfire. This is just a Hellfire, but Hot Ring version. If you do Hot Ring races, it might be worth to buy it, but it's not really worth it. Besides that, if you really like the race cars, like I said in previous videos, I would say buy it, but it's not really worth it. But we're going to scroll on down now. We have the Previon, which this one was one of the better in the Coupes class and stuff before, where is it? Scrolling off, before the FR36 came in. 782K isn't that bad of a price. It is a little goofy looking car. I don't really like the design. But it's up to you if you want it. And then I think the last one on here. Where is it? Did I skip it? Guess I skipped it, didn't I? Where is it, bro? Oh, it'd be off-road, Dumbo. We have the Outlaw. This thing is not worth it. And I'm going to explain in a little bit why it's not worth it this week. I think it's funny. This is a 2-door, really not much customization off-road car. I think it looks pretty cool. I think it's weird that it's on sale this week, but like I said, I'll get into that. It's not going to perform as good as some other off-road cars, but if you like the design, I'm going to say don't even buy this at all. And here's the reason why. Just a quick pit stop by the casino. It's the Cavalcade XL. definitely get this car. You can get it for free this week. It's normally 1.4 mil, and it's a beaut. It's a beautiful looking car. I have a video out on this if you want to check it out. Definitely win this one this week. But let's get into why the Outlaw is just a big waste of money this week. This is just like straight up comedic. The Outlaw is the literal prize ride in the car meet, and all you have to do is place top 5 for 3 days in a row. That is one of the easiest challenges ever. You hop in a race, find like a couple of people, do the race. If you have 5 people or under 5 people, you'll place top 5. If you really want the Outlaw, just do the prize ride. Unless you can't wait for it, then buy it. But I think it's just hilarious that Rockstar puts it as the prize ride, but also puts it on sale as if people are actually going to buy it. I just think it's funny, and I don't know. Let's move on over here. We have one decent car over here. We have the Brawler. The Brawler you can buy for $715K. I'm pretty sure that's how much it goes for. It's a rear-wheel drive off-road car with absolutely horrendous brakes. Don't spend your money on this. This car, I always thought looked pretty cool. How much can you buy it for? $448K. I always thought it looked pretty cool. I always thought it had a pretty cool design. But there's pretty much no customization to this car, and it is mediocre in performance. We have the ETR1, which this car is what I'm hype about. Besides that, it is a 2 mil car. It's a great looking car, obviously, and it's good, pretty good performing. But I don't really know if I would be able to justify spending 2 mil. I do think this is in the car. I think it's in Car Club, right? Yeah, ETR1. If you have GTA Plus, you can go to Vinyl Car Club, the Car Club, and get this for a little bit cheaper. But these are all removed website. So if you've been wanting the ETR1, now is your chance. 2 mil. Yeah, not a good selection there. And then obviously the prize ride. If the Buffalo EXV or EVX, my bad. I always thought this was a pretty cool car. I never actually customized it. Let me know if you want to see a customization on that, but I think the real life car of this is stupid. I think this car is pretty cool though, but let's go to the dealerships and see how disappointing I'm going to be in luxury autos. Luxury autos isn't worth me getting out of my jet for this, but we have the Paragon, I think S is what it's called, and then we have the Fox Body Mustang. I know it's a Dominator something. These are both decent cars actually. I have a review on both of these. I actually really like the Paragon S. It's actually a really cool car. And the Fox Body Mustang is also a really good looking car. Like I said, I have videos on both of these. My problem with luxury autos is you can't test drive the cars. So you don't really know if you like them. You can just see them, which you can do online or watch a video. I wish you could test drive them. And they have to add removed cars from this, I feel. I feel like if there's some removed cars, cool removed cars from this, it'd be so much better. But it's a pointless dealership. But Simeon's never disappoints, so I'm gonna head on over there because I'm hyped for that. Going into the other door because, anyways, Simeon's great cars somewhat. We have the Bullet, right? The Bullet. Yep, this one goes for 155K. I think it might be removed. It's a pretty lackluster car, but it is a pretty cool looking car. So if you want to add it to your collection, now's your time. But this one is probably the one I'm more excited about. We got the Hermes. This one you can buy for 391K. So this one is on sale. It was, I think, like 800K. Obviously, you can make Doc Hudson out of this. And I think there is a little bit of hydraulics in it. But this car, I think, is an awesome looking car. It's definitely a good one to add to your collection this week. And then what is this one? The Dynasty. How much can you buy? 338K. This one you can make into a taxi. You can use this one for taxi work. If you like doing taxi work, you can buy this and make it into a taxi and use it for taxi work. This one's pretty funny. I don't really know much about this one though, but I do know a lot about this one, and I am hyped for this one. This one is removed website, Coquette, and is it on sale this week? 138K. That's how much it went for. You can take the roof off. It has decent customization, but I'm hyped for this one because I don't have this one, and I want to make a Corvette garage with the new D5 coming out. So we'll have the C7, C6, we have the C8. So I think it's a really cool thing. So I'm definitely going to be picking this one up this week. And then what is this? The Hot Rod something. Hot Rod Blazer. I was going to say that. Why did I say that? For 69K. It's a funny looking car. Besides that, it's not really worth the 69K. If you got 69K to spend, it's a pretty funny thing to have and just keep in like your motorcycle clubhouse. But yeah, that's Simeon's with, I would say, 2 good cars this week. I really wish the Chop Shop had a, or whatever this is called. No, it's not an auto shop. Salvage Yard? I think it's called a salvage. I just say Chop. Anyways, I wish it had an app. But these are the cars this week. Tailgater as Hellfire and Infernus Classic. None are claimable. Sadly, we probably won't see a claimable one for a little will. What the hell am I saying? But in order to get the Infernus Classic Gangbanger Robbery, Hellfire Cargo Ship Robbery, and Tailgater S McTony Robbery. These aren't that bad, I guess. But I wish it had an app. And then these are the Garment Factory with the black box file being the priority file. And then, in terms of your time trial, you have right up over into here, Vinewood Hills. And then HSW, Sandy Shores. And see how I didn't say HSW next gen only, because big news coming March 4th. PC players can get a free upgrade to expand it and enhance, which pisses me off because I had to pay $20 for it. But that's besides the fact. Honestly, I don't really see why PC. See, PC, I don't get why they didn't get extended and enhanced 2 years ago. I don't know why it's just coming 2 years later, but it is kind of sad to me as a next-gen player to not be able to, have the, oh, I'm special kind of badge now. But I guess it's unfair for them to not have HSW. But I think that's really the only difference with extend and enhance is we have HSW. It's not that big of a deal. But that will do it for this event week. Overall, it's pretty decent. Hangers are definitely a big buy this week. I am kind of sad that they didn't at least discount some planes. Mostly not the Raichu. I can get not discounting the Raichu, but I'm talking maybe like the B11 or maybe even a Hydra or just like the Rogue. Just a good starter plane to put in your hangar, which is kind of a shame because I feel like that would have been a good addition to the discount on the hangars. But that'll do it for this week. Overall, decent. I don't know if I'll play this much this week. I probably still will. GTA's probably always going to be my #1 go-to game over any other game. But that'll do it for this event week video. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to hit that like button. If you disliked, hit that dislike button. Hit that subscribe button. And please help me get the 400 subs. We have been steadily increasing video by video. And I greatly appreciate all the support you guys have been giving on these videos. Gives me the courage and everything to pump these out to you guys faster and faster. So thank you all for the support recently. But that'll do it for this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.